I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
is there a height limit in boxing?
Mike Tyson is clear about his thoughts on Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. The heavyweight legend has shared his prediction, and it is as bold as you'd expect. Tyson is not just giving random opinions, he is analyzing the fight with the insight of a true boxing veteran. A Tyson prediction isn't background noise, it's a headline. His views on this matchup could change how fans perceive the fight before it even takes place. Jake Paul, coming off a questionable win over Mike Tyson, was in talks to fight a true giant, former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. It was a daunting step up in competition, but it oddly made sense. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis, one of the best fighters today, was expected to settle a rivalry. After a highly disputed draw with Lamont Roach Jr., a rematch seemed unavoidable. But then, out of nowhere, both of those sensible plans were tossed aside for something completely unexpected. Paul versus Davis was announced for November 14th in Atlanta. The reaction was immediate. People were shocked, outraged, and undeniably curious. The fight nobody wanted quickly became the topic of endless conversation. Just look at the numbers. They are shocking. Gervonta Davis is the WBA champion at 135 pounds. Jake Paul fights as a cruiserweight, usually weighing around 200 pounds. That's a potential 65-pound difference. Paul is 6'1", while Davis is 5'5". That gives Davis an 8-inch height disadvantage. And the reach? Paul has an 8.5-inch advantage. These aren't just minor differences, they are major gaps. Former world champion Amir Khan didn't hold back, calling the matchup wrong and comparing it to torture. He said whoever sanctioned the fight is turning boxing into a joke and warned that one day someone could get seriously injured. This isn't just a fight, it's an experiment, and no one knows if it's a genius move or dangerously reckless. But that very danger has everyone on the edge of their seats. Jake Paul supporters believe this is just another step to show that size can overcome all other advantages in a fight. However, boxing purists argue this is where the story ends. They see Gervonta Davis not just as a smaller opponent, but as a master of boxing. He's a strategic genius with precise skills and knockout ability in both hands. He's crushed elite opponents his own size. The question is, can that level of skill hold up when facing a heavyweight like Paul? It's a clash of beliefs, and the outcome could change the game. What happened next only added to the excitement. Once the fight was announced, the boxing world buzzed with predictions. Shakur Stevenson, another skilled fighter, offered an interesting take. He doesn't think Paul has a chance, saying there are levels to this game. He believes Tank will easily outbox Paul, making it look easy. However, he conceded that knocking Paul out might be tougher, saying, "That guy's too big. I don't think he's gonna knock him out." In contrast, former champion Tony Bellew had more faith in Tank's power. He predicted, "Davis wins, and I think he wins in style too." Bellew believes if the rules are fair and Tank can enter with proper gloves, he'll perform well against Jake and expose him completely. Experts are divided not on who the better boxer is, but on whether that even matters given the physical differences. What does Gervonta Davis think about Jake Paul's reputed power? His comments show a chilling self-assurance. When asked about Paul's fight against Mike Tyson, Tank was blunt. He noted that Paul, in his physical prime, couldn't stop a 58-year-old man. Davis said, "Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout."
And the age, and he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. And he tried to knock him out for sure.
This isn't just trash talk. It's a psychological strike. In Tank's view, Paul's power is an illusion, effective against fighters who are not capable or long past their prime. He seems convinced that when Paul faces a prime, agile, and powerful opponent like himself, that illusion will fade. Tank isn't just relying on his skills. He's openly questioning the foundation of Paul's boxing career. He's betting that the Giant's main weapon is a myth. Mike Tyson, having been in the ring with Jake Paul, has a perspective unlike anyone else. Iron Mike has always respected the sport and its fundamentals, yet he's also felt Paul's strange, heavy power. So what does he believe will happen? Combining his respect for boxing with first-hand experience, Tyson's outlook is serious. He accepts that Paul's size and power make him a real threat. That potential for one punch is genuine, and underestimating it would be a big mistake. However, Tyson knows that boxing involves more than just power. It's about angles, timing, and strategy. He believes a skilled technician like Gervonta Davis has all the tools to break down the bigger man strategically. Tyson predicts that if Tank can use his exceptional footwork and head movement to evade that one big, obvious shot, he will systematically take down the big opponent. Yet he offers a stark warning. In a fight this uneven, it only takes one mistake. One moment of carelessness from Davis could end the fight in an instant. Beyond the fighters, there's another key player in this drama: the rule book. Since this fight is an exhibition, standard professional boxing rules might not apply. Everything is negotiable, and those negotiations could secretly influence the outcome. Will they use 16-ounce gloves to soften the blows and safeguard both men, which would likely favor Paul by reducing Tank's knockout power? Will the rounds be shortened to 2 minutes instead of 3, helping the larger man save energy? These are the issues Tony Bellew hinted at, suggesting the rules will likely benefit Jake Paul. This isn't just a fight, it's a business deal. In a high-stakes event like this, the fight could be won or lost with a simple signature on a contract, long before the first bell rings. The hidden details of the rulebook may be the most powerful factor of all. So, what do we have? On one side, there's a genuine pound-for-pound boxing star in Gervonta Davis. On the other, there's Jake Paul, a social media sensation who has utilized his size and marketing skills to defy all predictions. The fight is a mix of outrageous variables, a shocking size gap, a wide skill difference, and an unclear set of rules that could tip the scales either way. Is this a valid match that challenges the limits of combat sports? Or is it a dangerous spectacle, a farce that disrespects the sport and risks the fighters? Perhaps the answer lies in Mike Tyson's final serious warning. It's a fight where skills should prevail, but one where a single error could lead to a shocking and brutal outcome. The giant against the killer. Regardless of what happens on November 14th, it's clear that boxing will never be the same. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.